Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. WWE superstars Roman Reigns and his cousin, Jey Uso, are set to meet face-to-face in the middle of the ring at an upcoming edition of SmackDown. Ahead of the blue brand airing on TV, former WWE host Matt Camp shared his 2 cents on what the OTC must do to reconcile and bring the YEET Master back into the fold. Since main event Jey cut ties with the Bloodline, he successfully established himself as a solo performer on Monday Night Show. The 39-year-old Samoan star even captured the Intercontinental Championship on the September 23, 2024 edition of the Red Brand. However, the new Bloodline members Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga cost Jey the IC title on last week's Raw. The YEET Master returned the favor as he cost the Tongans the WWE Tag Team Championship against the Motor City Machine Guns on SmackDown. Given that the Usos has officially reunited on TV, Jey Uso has agreed to meet Roman Reigns on the upcoming installment of the Blue Brand. On the Busted Open After Dark podcast, Matt Camp stated that Roman Reigns must approach his face-to-face meeting with the YEET Master on SmackDown respectfully and acknowledge his cousin's contributions. According to the former Raw Talk host, the OTC must position Jey Uso as an equal, not a subordinate, to maintain the latter's high status within the storyline. We're gonna get that meeting of Roman, Reigns, and Jey Uso. Roman needs to make it clear that he respects Jey, he loves Jey, that he acknowledges what Jey has done, and because of all that he needs his help. You have to keep Jey on that top level. He cannot be little brother by Roman at all, whatsoever, Camp said. From 039 to 107, Matt Camp says Roman Reigns needs to acknowledge former WWE Champion to bring him back in the OG Bloodline. Another crucial member of the Reigns-led Bloodline was Sami Zayn. Matt Camp suggested a potential reunion between the two WWE stars could be a compelling storyline. In the same episode of the Busted Open After Dark podcast, the former WWE host suggested that the OTC could utilize the master strategist to counter Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and the Tongans. Now, it might be a situation where Roman needs Sami Zayn. And much like he's going to have to do with Jey Uso this Friday on SmackDown, he's going to have to acknowledge and give love to Sami, Camp said. With the company announcing a clash between Roman Reigns and the Usos against the new Bloodline at Crown Jewel, it remains uncertain which team will claim victory in Saudi Arabia. In the latest twist within WWE's riveting Bloodline saga, former WWE host Jonathan Coachman recently speculated about Roman Reigns' upcoming clash with Jey Uso on SmackDown, highlighting how much is at stake for the tribal chief. Coachman, who has often provided sharp insights into WWE storylines, believes that Reigns must take a bold and strategic approach to not only assert his dominance but also prepare the Bloodline for its future without cracks. As Reigns steps onto the SmackDown stage with Jey once again in his crosshairs, here are several critical actions Coachman believes Reigns must undertake. 1. Reassert his dominance over Jey. Coachman argues that Reigns cannot afford any hesitation when it comes to reminding Jey and the WWE Universe that he is still the true head of the Bloodline. With Jey having briefly stepped out of Reigns' shadow, finding his own voice and challenging the very foundation of the faction, Coachman suggests that Reigns needs to quickly and forcefully remind Jey why he became main event Jey under Reigns' guidance. Roman has to put his foot down in a way we haven't seen yet, Coachman insists. This isn't just about reminding Jey of his place, but also about solidifying his own leadership. Reigns may need to deliver one of his most intense promos, playing on Jey's insecurities and reminding him of the times he failed to carry the Bloodline forward in Reigns' absence. A verbal beatdown could be just as important as a physical one, as Reigns needs to shake Jey's confidence in his own ability to lead. 2. Challenge Jey's allegiance. Another important move Coachman believes is necessary for Reigns is questioning Jey's allegiance not just to him but to the entire Bloodline legacy. The family-oriented faction has always been built upon a foundation of loyalty, and Reigns has often positioned himself as the heart of that loyalty. By questioning Jey's loyalty, Reigns would expose any lingering doubt in Jey's mind and, simultaneously, plant seeds of distrust within the WWE Universe regarding Jey's commitment to his family. Roman knows the power of doubt, Coachman explains. He's been able to control people not just with his physical power, but by psychologically breaking them down. Reigns could use moments from Jey's past, perhaps even calling back to Jey's brief time away from WWE when he abandoned the Bloodline after being pushed too far. If Reigns can convincingly frame Jey as someone who could desert the family again, it might just unsettle Jey enough to regain control. 3. Reframe Solo Sikoa as his ultimate enforcer. Coachman speculates that another strategic play for Reigns could involve solidifying Solo Sikoa's role as the enforcer. There's been tension brewing between Solo and Jey, Coachman notes. Roman could amplify that tension by positioning Solo as his right-hand man, making Jey feel like he's even more isolated from the Bloodline's inner circle. With Solo's loyalty hanging in the balance and rumors of him breaking away, Reigns could use this opportunity to strengthen their bond and showcase Solo's allegiance. Perhaps a statement of trust, such as dubbing Solo the only true loyal Bloodline member, would be a devastating jab at Jey. This would allow Reigns to further drive a wedge between the two brothers, making Jey feel as if he no longer belongs and hinting that the Bloodline might be better off without him. 4. Propose a final battle to settle the Bloodline conflict. If Reigns truly wants to put an end to the discord within his family, Coachman suggests that he might propose a final battle with Jey, possibly leading to a major stipulation match at an upcoming pay-per-view event. This match would be the ultimate clash for dominance, respect, and the future of the Bloodline. A no-holds-barred match between Reigns and Jey, perhaps with the stipulation that the loser must leave the family faction, would put Jey in a precarious position. According to Coachman, Roman needs to up the stakes like never before. Make Jey see that this isn't just another match, it's a life-altering decision for him. By challenging Jey to a final confrontation, Reigns would be placing the pressure squarely on his cousin's shoulders, making Jey decide if he's willing to risk it all to defy the tribal chief. 5. Hint at bringing in a new member. One of the most intriguing suggestions Coachman offers is that Reigns could tease the idea of bringing in a new member to replace Jey. This individual could be someone who shares Reigns' vision for the Bloodline's dominance and wouldn't question his authority. By hinting at this possibility, Reigns could make Jey feel replaceable, showing that his role within the Bloodline is no longer secure. Roman's been the master at controlling the narrative within the family, Coachman says. If he starts floating the idea of a new member, Jey might just realize how precarious his position really is. Rumors have circulated about potential WWE stars who could join Reigns, and this moment would be perfect for the tribal chief to tease the future of the Bloodline, making it clear to Jey that he's dispensable. 6. Demand loyalty from Jey Uso. With Jey Uso also wavering in his allegiance to Reigns, Coachman believes that Reigns must take this opportunity to reel Jey back in. If Roman can secure Jey's loyalty right in front of Jey, it will be devastating for Jey, Coachman points out. Reigns could demand that Jey publicly declare his loyalty, showing Jey just how isolated he has become. A possible moment could arise where Reigns puts Jey on the spot, ordering him to choose between his tribal chief and his brother. Coachman suggests that a moment of forced loyalty like this would shake the Bloodline's dynamic to its core. If Jey chooses Roman over Jey, it would be a significant blow to Jey, deepening his feeling of betrayal by his own blood. 7. Conclude with a brutal attack. Finally, Coachman suggests that Reigns should end the night with a statement, a brutal attack on Jey that leaves no doubt about who runs the Bloodline. Whether it's with the help of Solo or Jey, or even a solo assault, Reigns must send a clear message to everyone watching that no one defies the tribal chief without consequence. This isn't about love or family anymore, it's about respect and dominance, Coachman asserts. A vicious beatdown would signal the end of Jey's challenge to Roman's authority, establishing that Reigns will go to any length to protect his position. SmackDown would close with Jey lying in the ring, Reigns standing over him, championship in hand, a ruthless reminder of who commands the Bloodline. A new chapter for the Bloodline. With these 7 actions, Reigns would cement his place as the undeniable head of the Bloodline, restoring the faction's unity and eliminating any lingering doubts about his leadership. As Coachman puts it, if Roman Reigns wants to secure the Bloodline's future, he needs to strike hard and decisively. Fans can only imagine the intensity and drama this SmackDown confrontation promises. If Reigns follows Coachman's advice, he may not only reinforce his position as the tribal chief, but also set the stage for the next gripping chapter in WWE's most captivating storyline. The WWE Universe will be watching closely to see if Reigns will truly do whatever it takes to keep the Bloodline intact, or if Jey Uso's defiance will spark a civil war that threatens to tear the family apart.